All right, folks, welcome. My name is Jen. I'm from Golden State Times, and we'll be starting in just a few minutes as soon as we get a little bit more people in here. And as you guys can see on the title, this is a live report of the breaking news saying that the missing FBI anti-Trump text messages have been found, according to a watchdog group. So we're going to be reporting on that. Now, we're going to be doing this very differently than we've done this before. Basically, this is the first time we ever done it, but we have reported on live stream before. The way that this is going to go is very simple. So we have an hour and a half, like around an hour and a half, to get as much information as we can on this live stream. But we definitely need your help. We cannot do this report without your help. So on your screen, we're going to start right now. So on your screen, you are going to see our handles for both Twitter and also for Gab and our email. If you guys have come across any news report or anything like that, or any information that you might think that is very important regarding these FBI emails, then send it to us and we'll talk about it. Again, the whole thing of this is us working together, us here at Golden State Times and you working together to uncover information regarding these FBI text messages that quote went missing when they didn't. So that's how this is going to work. I have two reports here. One is from Town Hall and the other one is from Breitbart that I'm going to be talking about. So make sure that you guys send us your information, what you have seen, what you have read, or anything like that to either Gab or Twitter or my email. Everything is open on my side. So make sure you guys send in your information. That's the way that this live stream is going to work. We're going to be working together side by side in uncovering what happened and what these missing text messages is all about. So let me start off here really quick with the report from, give me 1 second as I get this. This is a report from Town Hall, and they're talking about the missing text messages. Here, give me 1 second. Let's see if it's good now. No, I think it needs to be a little bit smaller. So, as you guys can see, it says, "Not lost, DOJ has found the missing text messages between FBI agents Stork and Page." So this comes courtesy of Town Hall. And as you guys can see, it says, "The so-called lost text messages between FBI agents Peter Stork and Lisa Page, covered at the time period between December 2016 and May of 2017, aren't missing at all." It says Stork and Page both served on the special counsel led by Robert Mueller, and it says that they were dismissed when a series of anti-Trump, pro-Hillary text messages between them were revealed by the Inspector General. When FBI claimed over the weekend that the messages could not be located due to a computer glitch that failed to back up the data, Attorney General Jeff Sessions vowed to get to the bottom of the situation. It appears now that he already has. It says that the update of the DOJ Inspector General Horowitz found them. So this comes from Fox News. As you guys can see, it says the text messages from a crucial 5-month period between Trump-bashing FBI officials Peter Stork and Lisa Page, who both served on the special counsel Robert Mueller's team, have been located. Again, they have been located. Department of the Justice Inspector General Michael Horowitz has told Senator Grassley and Senator Ron Johnson of Wisconsin. Okay, it says whether the messages will be released to the public is another question. And that's something that is also on everybody's mind. They want to know, will this be released to the public? What was said between those two on those text messages? They're saying that on some of those text messages, information was going back and forth on how they can be deleted, because they didn't want anybody to get their hands on those text messages. Okay, those text messages are very crucial, and they wanted to get information on how they can get rid of them. Here, give me 1 second. Let me try to get the chat on here just to see what you guys are saying, and we'll go on from there. Again, the only way that we can get this going is by getting your support, your help, in uncovering more information regarding this. So the best way for you guys to get a hold of us is by our Twitter, Gab, and our email. Send us any information that you guys have found on social media or anywhere else, or on Twitter, wherever you guys found any information regarding this situation. The emails, I'm sorry, the FBI text messages. I have it wrong on your screen here. That's not good. Give me 1 second. And here we go. It's FBI text messages found. There we go. So it's FBI text messages have been found according to sources. So if you guys have seen any information regarding this, I think we got one already. Oh no, that's someone followed us. If you guys have any information regarding those text messages that have been found, or you guys saw any reports or anything like that you would like us to cover, or if you have any questions, concerns, comments, all that stuff, send it to us on Twitter. Our handle is @GST_politics. Again, that's GST_politics. Or you can send it to us on Gab @Golden State Times. Or you can send it to my email at gent@goldenstatetimes.com. So make sure that you guys send it to us, because that's the only way that we can continue this discussion. This is a discussion, and we want you guys to be involved. And the best way is for you guys to send us your comments, your questions, all that stuff direct to those three sources, so we can talk about this and make sure we go on from there. But let me get the chat onto my computer screen here. Give me 1 second, just to see what you guys are saying. So here we go. Okay, I think I got it now. All right, so let's see who's on the chat real quick. All right, so we got quite a bit of people on the chat. I would like to welcome every single one of you guys. We're talking about the FBI text messages that they said were missing, and now they're saying they have been found. So I would like to welcome the moderators. It looks like we got Carolyn in the room, and we also have, who else do we have on here? Right now, we're covering this report by Town Hall, where they're saying that, according to Fox News and other sources, they have been found. And the one that actually found them was the Justice Department Inspector General Michael Horowitz. He said that he had found them and told Senator Charles Grassley of Iowa and Ron Johnson of Wisconsin. So that's what's going on right now. And it says on Wednesday, government watchdog Judicial Watch filed a lawsuit against the FBI for the messages after the Bureau ignored the December 2017 Freedom of Information Act request, or FOIA. So Judicial Watch did actually sue back in 2017 in December. We actually reported on that. And they wanted a FOIA request on those text messages, which the FBI at that time just basically turned a blind eye and said no, or didn't even, went on to say why they're not going to, pass them through or give them over and stuff like that. So the FOIA request is still out. So hopefully that they actually, they comply with the FOIA request this time. But we just have to see regarding that issue. And they said, quote, it says, "I don't believe for 1 minute that Stork and Page texts are really missing." So that's what Judicial Watch President Tom Fitton released in a statement. He said, quote, "The IRS told us that Lois Lerner's emails were missing, and we forced them to admit they existed and they delivered them to us. The State Department hid the Clinton emails, but our FOIA lawsuit famously blew open that cover-up. We fully intend to get the missing Stork and Page documents, and it is shameful for the FBI and the DOJ to have been playing these shell games and these smoking gun text messages. Frankly, FBI Director Wray needs to stop the stonewalling. So Judicial Watch are going after Director Wray because they're holding him accountable for what's going on within the FBI right now. What is he doing within the FBI? Is he making sure that these people are following the law? Is he making sure that the crooked ones, the bad apples within the FBI, are getting fired? Or if there's prosecution, are they getting prosecuted? What's going on? Again, let me check Twitter real quick just to see what's going on. So we did receive something. Let's see here. We did receive something from someone. It's called Michael Johnson, and on Twitter, and he put the Fox News report that Town Hall is talking about. Here, let me show you guys real quick. So this is from Fox News, and I saw this because it was on the front page of Drudge. And let me just turn this off. Here we go. Stop this for a minute. Here we go. So let me show you guys real quick what I was just sent. So this is from Fox News, and as you guys can see, it says DOJ recovers missing text messages between anti-Trump FBI agents Stork and Page. So this is what was on the front page of Drudge earlier today. And again, this is from Fox News. And let's see here real quick. Take that off. And as you guys can see, let's put it this way. Okay, so it says, Fox News' Sean Hannity has reported Wednesday that the Department of Justice has started to recover some of the text messages. More than 50,000 text messages exchanged between FBI officials Stork and Page. The missing messages have been at the center of a storm of controversy on Capitol Hill after the DOJ notified congressional committees that there is a gap in records between December the 14th, 2016 and May 17th, 2017. Stork and Page are under scrutiny after it was revealed that the former members of the Robert Mueller team exchanged a series of anti-Trump text messages during the presidential campaign. It says that the gap in records covered a crucial period, raising suspicion among GOP lawmakers about how those messages disappeared. More than 50,000 texts were exchanged between Stork and Page, Attorney General Jeff Sessions revealed on Monday. The texts are believed to have taken place during the course of a romantic affair between them. It says Sessions has pledged to figure out how some of those text messages went missing. So Sessions said in a statement provided to Fox News, quote, it says, quote, "We will leave no stone unturned to confirm with certainty why these text messages are not available to be produced, and will use every technology available to determine whether the missing messages are recoverable from another source." It says, if we are successful, we will update the congressional committees immediately. So that's what's going on. That's the one that is on the front page of Drudge right now regarding these messages. Let's see if we have anything else from Twitter. Let's see. It says GST. Oh, here we go. So Helios Helium says, speaking of the missing notes, Comey lied to the House Judiciary Committee, saying no notes were taken during the Hillary interview. I found the placeholder documents in the 1,000 pages plus of the FBI report. This is very interesting. Here, let me show you guys real quick. So this is what this person's talking about. Hold on. Let's see if I can make it a little bit better. Let me put it full screen on another thing here. Let me show you guys real quick. This is pretty interesting. So we go here. Okay. So this is, let me show you guys real quick with what it says here. So it says, speaking of the missing notes, Comey lied to the House Judiciary Committee saying no notes were taken during the Hillary interview. I found the placeholder documents in the thousands of pages of the FBI report. So let me retweet this so you guys can check it out. Again, our handle on Twitter is GST_politics. So let me open this up. And it says, 10/4/2017. I find this page very perplexing. Crooked Hillary said under oath in Congress 4 times that there was no classified intelligence on her server. She also said that the American people many times. Crooked Hillary also said she never emailed classified intelligence. The criminal investigation was centered on Crooked Hillary's email servers and email practices. We see in box 1 that the record of the interview is stored in a top secret designated security area. It would follow from the standpoint of logic if Crooked Hillary has been truthful to us and to Congress, and that the context of the interview would have been at the level of top secret. Even more troubling, James Comey said under oath that no record of the interview was taken. Could Comey be ill-informed? This is not likely. It is my judgment that Comey lied to the House Judiciary Committee, one of the many perjuries committed by Comey. And that's a very interesting email, to say the least. It's a very interesting email. Let's see real quick. So that's from Gab. And let me see something real quick. And like I said, I have all of these open, so in case you guys want to send me any messages on Gab or on Twitter, I can receive them. So let's go back to the one from Fox News real quick, and then we'll go on from there. But the one from this one is, like I said, this one's very interesting. The email says this placeholder document for the FD 302A document of July 2nd, 2016 interview of Hillary Clinton federal bureau investigation in Washington. It says is housed in the sub TS SCI file of the caption investigation due to classified intel, the content discussed during the interview. So it's basically saying, let me put it up on the screen one more time so I can show you guys. So it's basically saying that there is some type of information regarding, or some type of memo or maybe notes or something like that that has to do with her interview with the committee, the House Judiciary Committee with Hillary Clinton. So there is something out there. And according to Comey, there was absolutely nothing, which is very, very interesting. We just have to see how that plays out. I'm pretty sure that's going to come out to light at some point. Let me see if there's any more stuff on. Thank you very much to Helios Helium for sending me that. That's very, very interesting stuff. So I got 6 more here. Let's see. So if you guys want to check that out, it's on our Twitter. So make sure you guys check it out. But it's very, very interesting stuff. All right, so someone sent something to me on Gab. Let's see. Oh, it's just follow. So yeah, folks, if you guys want to send me anything like that, send it to me on Twitter if you have it. Send it to me on Gab if you have it, or send it to my email if you guys don't have any of those social media networks. Make sure you guys send it to me there. If you guys find this interesting, make sure you guys share it on social media. That way we can get more people in here. Maybe someone has something that we have not seen, and it'll be pretty interesting to see. So make sure that you guys share it on social media. And later on today, it's going to happen very, very late or very, very early, depending on where you live. But President Trump is going to be speaking at the Davos Forum. He's going to be speaking in front of everybody. So make sure that you guys tune in. It's going to happen at 4 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, Friday, so as in tomorrow. We're going to be streaming it live here at Golden State Times, so make sure you guys don't miss it. It's on our channel. Once you click on our main channel, it's on there. It's already, you can set the notification. You can set the alert. If you're subscribed to the channel, you should get a notification when we go live. I'm going to try to send out the notifications an hour before it starts, so make sure you guys stay tuned. But it's going to happen very, very early here in the West, and it's going to happen early in the East, so make sure that you guys stay tuned. So here's another thing that I found from Breitbart News. This is posted today, and it says, oh, look, Justice Department watchdog finds lost FBI text messages. And it says that the Justice Department Inspector General Michael Horowitz informed lawmakers Thursday that he has found the missing 5 months of text messages between senior FBI officials Peter Strzok and Lisa Page. It says the DOJ said that they were lost due to technical glitch, which is the FBI said that they were lost due to a technical glitch. It says that in a letter to Homeland Security and Governmental Affairs Committee Chairman Ron Johnson and Senate Judiciary Committee Chairman Chuck Grassley, Horowitz wrote, quote, the OIG has been investigating this matter and this week succeeded in using forensic tools to recover text messages from FBI devices, including text messages between Mr. Strzok and Ms. Page. These were sent or received between December the 14th, 2016 and May the 17th, 2017. So they basically have every single one of them. Not some, all. Okay? It says the time period covered a number of significant developments in the FBI investigation of the Trump-Russia allegations that led up to the special counsel, which was convened on May the 17th, 2017. So that's the exact same day as the last text messages in this whole Strzok and Page, situation. Okay? It says the DOJ last Friday informed lawmakers that it had lost, quote unquote, lost text messages between Strzok and Page during the time due to technical glitch. An unnamed federal law enforcement official told Fox News that those glitches had affected nearly 10% of the FBI's 35,000 employees. Okay, so that's what's going on. So they found it from that time frame, December the 14th, 2016 to May 17th, 2017. All right. So let me check social media real quick. Someone sent me some messages here. Someone by the name of Linda Geiselman said they definitely are, and the Democrats are placing the illegal immigrants above the military and us. Yeah, no, that's very true. But right now we're going to try to stay on topic when it comes to these emails. So if you guys have any information that you guys saw, or you guys or someone is sharing on social media, make sure that you guys send it to us. You can send it to us either on Twitter or on Gab, or directly to me on my email, jen@goldenstatetimes.com. And I would like to look into all the information that you guys have. So I'm going to be putting it on here. Let's see real quick. Missing emails on Twitter. Let's see what people have to say regarding this. So give me 1 second. So it says, someone wrote, ABC claims it is Trump making the loss of text messages a scandal. No missing text emails or hard drives is always a scandal. Where's your objectivity? That's very true. ABC is trying to claim, I actually saw that earlier on social media. They're saying, oh, this whole missing email stuff or missing text messages is not even a deal. It's all Trump trying to start a what's it called, a scandal. That's what they were saying. All right, so let's see here. Oh, and this is last night. I think it was last night with Hannity. He said that at the beginning they were starting to dig up all of the text messages, and that they were going to be able to recover them. And today it did come out that they were able to recover them. So it says, this person says, Justice Department has found the missing text messages between agents. Missing FBI agent texts have been recovered. Justice Department says that the Justice Department Inspector General told congressional leaders on Thursday that the office recovered 5 months worth of messages. That's what we were talking about earlier. It says, finds missing text messages. They weren't missing. The Department of Justice, OIG, has had them all along. And they're citing this. What is this? It says, on December 6, 2017, we wrote to you concerning the DOJ's OIG discovery of the messages between FBI employees Lisa Page and Peter Strzok. Your response dated December 13, 2017 suggested that the DOJ OIG received all of the text messages between Mrs. Page and Strzok from November 13th to November 17th. It says, you wrote, in gathering evidence for the OIG's ongoing 2016 election review, we request, consistent with standard practice, that the FBI produce text messages from the FBI-issued phones of certain FBI employees involved in the Clinton email investigation based on the search terms we provided. After finding a number of politically oriented text messages between Page and Strzok, the OIG sought from the FBI all messages between Strzok and Page from their FBI-issued phones through November 30th, 2016, which covered the entire period of the Clinton email server investigation. The FBI produced those messages on July 20th, 2017. Following our review of those messages, the OIG expanded our request to the FBI to include all messages between Strzok and Page from November 30th, 2016 through the date of the document request, which was July the 28th, 2017. The OIG received these additional messages on August 10, 2017. Okay, so what's going on is that these people are saying that the DOJ's OIG had those messages, every single one of them, by August the 10th, 2017. So that means that the Inspector General had those messages all along. They did not get a forensic team to uncover the missing messages. They had it all along. So it's all theater is what's going on. The Inspector General is trying to cover the FBI's ass because they're saying that the FBI had lost them. That was the fake news that the FBI brought out. And now the OIG is playing on those fake news and saying, oh yeah, the FBI might have lost them, but guess what? We recovered them through forensic procedure to uncover and get all those 50,000 messages back, which is 100% fake news because they had it since the very beginning on August the 10th, 2017. Every single one of those text messages they had them, OIG, they had them since the very, very beginning. They never, ever went missing. They just played along with the FBI's fake news. Folks, that's what's going on. And that's pretty interesting. Good thing I stumbled across that because, that's something that we really, really need to look at. What's going on with that? Thank you very much for the follow, Robert, and show me the memo. Thank you very much for following me on Twitter. Twitter is a very, very crappy social media, but I like it at the same time because a lot of information that you probably wouldn't find somewhere else, you can find it on Twitter very easily. So that's a very good thing. Thank you very much, Joella Ruggiero. Thank you very much for sharing our stream on social media. Thank you so much. If I see this here, I'm going to follow you real quick. If I see something like this on social media, I always try to follow them because I always try to follow you guys. So that way, it's like a thank you for sharing our live streams on social media. All right. So in the last around 30 minutes, we have found a lot of information that's very good. Again, if you guys want to be part of this investigation, we're investigating this as we go along. So if you want to be part of it, whatever information you guys have seen or stumbled across or anything like that on Facebook or on Twitter or on Gab, anywhere, send it to me to one of these three places, whether you have Twitter or Gab, or send it to me through my email. But I want to get all that information. If you guys have seen anything, heard anything, or if you guys have any comments, if you guys have any suggestions, or if you have any questions, send them to me either on Twitter, on Gab, or directly to my email. It's at the bottom there. So make sure you guys do that. So that way, we uncover this together. That's the whole point of this live stream, is for us to investigate this together, to come to a conclusion together, and to uncover things that, we might break something. We might have some breaking news going on here and we don't even know it. So that's always a good thing. Thank you very much to Rocky Sill. I'm going to follow you for sharing our live stream on social media. Town Hall, that's the one we covered. MSN, what is that? It says Justice Department recovers FBI officials missing, quote unquote, messages. This is the one that they send us from Fox News. We covered that one. Let's see. Late Wednesday evening, Fox News' Sean Hannity told his audience that he had multiple sources to confirm that the DOJ is retrieving the missing messages between Stork. Okay, so again, by what we were reading before, those text messages were never missing. The OIG, the Inspector General, had them all along. He was sitting on them the whole time, but he had to play along with the whole FBI, misplaced them, or the glitch, erased them or misplaced them or whatever. He had to go along with that in order to back up the fake news story by the FBI. So that's the reason why he had to come out. The Inspector General had to come out and say, yeah, we use forensic tools to recover all those messages and all this, and this. So that's what's going on. So here, hold on. Let me keep going here real quick. Justice Department recovers text messages. Let's see. Oh, thank you very much, Chess. It says Chess, Creativity, and Truth. Thank you very much for sharing on social media. Here, let me follow you real quick. Thank you very much. And a lot of people are saying, you know what? Oh, here's another one. Thank you very much, AK, on Twitter for sharing our link. MAGA Maniac says DOJ recovers text messages between anti-Trump FBI agents per Fox News. Justice Department. Thank you very much to what does that say? Labs Man from Pennsylvania. Thank you very much for... Oh, I clicked on it. Oops. All right, so let me follow you real quick. Thank you very much for sharing it. All right, so let me go up to the very top again to see if there's anything else that we have not covered. Thank you very much to everybody that's sharing this on social media. Here we go. Gonna be following you folks. If you share on social media, thank you very much for the support. Lotus Joints on Twitter. Here, let me see if you guys can hear. Oh, here we go. So this person puts, CNN, why are you not covering this? U.S. Justice Department recovers FBI officials missing text messages. And then they cite Yahoo News. So this person's asking CNN, why are you not covering this? That's funny. They're never going to cover it. They're never, ever going to cover it. DOJ found missing text messages. Report. The Conservative Treehouse. Let's see what they have to say about this. Again, if you guys have seen any reports, if you guys have seen anything that you guys find interesting, send it to me through Twitter or Gab or through my email, and then we'll cover it on this report. We have around 25 to 30 minutes left on the stream, so we can get as much information as we can on this. and we'll go on from there. This is from the conservative treehouse, and it says, report DOJ found the recovering missing emails, text messages, according to Fox News. Exclusive report, the Department of Justice has found the missing messages between Strzok and Page. So this is what Hannity said last night. So let's listen in real quick. Not too much because it can be copyright protected, but let's see what he had to say.
Huge breaking news at this hour. We on this program can now exclusively report that the Department of Justice has now started and is recovering some of the 5 months of missing text messages from Trump-hating FBI agents Peter Strzok and Lisa Page. Also breaking right now, President Trump is telling the special counsel, Robert Mueller, that he will talk to him under oath. Sounds like the president has nothing to hide, but is it the right legal decision? We'll explore with our panel. And also brand new tonight, Robert Mueller and his mouthpieces in the corrupt liberal media, they are in a full-fledged panic and desperately trying to change the narrative to hide the truth amid a new stunning wave of information about anti-Trump bias, abuse of power, all at the highest levels, not the rank and file of the FBI and DOJ. Plus, you will not believe, you're not going to believe who James Comey hired to be his lawyer. That and so much more. Breaking news, the Department of Justice is urging the House Intelligence Committee Chair, Devin Nunes, not to release the classified memo exposing FISA abuses against the Trump campaign. Well, that is unacceptable to us, and it is why we are still demanding that Congress release the memo. Tell us the truth. That and more in our very important opening monologue.
All right, so that was from last night. That was very interesting stuff we was talking about. And yes, a lot of that information is very true. You know, they are telling Nunes not to release the memo unless it goes through the FBI first. Obviously, that's what they try to do, so that way it won't see the light of day. And everybody's starting to lawyer up. Now, if you are into the whole Q thing, Q did something very interesting yesterday where he put that Hussein, or Barack Obama, has lawyered up, along with other people within the Obama administration, has also begun to lawyer up. Comey's lawyered up, Hussein has lawyered up, and a bunch of other people are starting to lawyer up. Now, I wonder when Hillary Clinton is going to start lawyering up, because she better. They're getting really, really close. Now, according to the conservative treehouse here, it says federal law enforcement officials have notified congressional committees that a technical glitch is the one that deleted or misplaced all of those text messages. So that's what's going on with this. Let's see. What else did they say? Hannity said that sources at the DOJ told them that they have begun to recover some of the messages, but now we know that it's all of them. Specific content from those text messages have been released. It says the missing messages have caused problems for the Justice Department Inspector General's office. So these are the people that were involved. Look at this. So we got FBI Chief Legal Counsel James Baker, extreme anti-Trumper, FBI lawyer Lisa Page, Assistant FBI Director Andy McAbee, extreme anti-Trumper. You see this? Very interesting stuff. Senate Homeland Security Committee Chairman Ron Johnson and Senate Judiciary Committee Chairman Chuck Grassley has sent a letter to Inspector General Michael Horowitz noting that the IG's office said on December the 13th that it had all of the messages between Strzok and Page between November 30th to July the 28th, 2017. Lawmakers later learned that the 5-month gap. The lawmakers said that they wanted the IG's office to reconcile those 2 points. It says the 5-month stretch missing emails covers a period of the time that includes President Trump's inauguration, the firing of National Advisor Michael Flynn, and FBI Director James Comey, and the standing up of former FBI Director Mueller as special counsel to the investigation alleged Trump campaign collusion with Russian officials during the 2016 election. So these are all the people involved, folks. Look at this. We got Comey. We got McAbee, Strzok, Piestrap. Was that what it says? No. W.H. Bill Prystap. I think that's his last name. We got Baker. We got Lisa Page. And then within the FBI, DOJ, all of these people are crooked, folks. Look at this. All of this is connected. This is Fusion GPS down here. You see this? All of this, it's like a huge web. And it goes all the way up. Look at this. So this is all the Fusion GPS and the Clinton campaign, the DNC, all of this working together to create the Russian dossier. And then the DOJ and the FBI were complicit in creating this false narrative with Orr, Carlin, Baker, Prystap. Then it went up to Andrew McCabe, James Comey, Yates, and Lynch working together with Obama. Hillary Clinton's at the middle of all of this. And then within the FBI, everything here is crooked. This is a very good graphic because you get to see all of the people involved in creating this false narrative. And like President Trump has said many times again, over and over again, this is a witch hunt. This is something orchestrated by the DNC and Hillary Clinton because they lost the election. And as you guys can see, all of these crooked people should be in prison for what they did. All of these people should be in prison for what they did. And now Ray is stuck in the middle of all of this. And it's only time will tell if he's as crooked as everybody else or if he's going to do something to clean up the FBI. This scandal within the FBI is going to be massive. When the memo drops, if these text messages get released to the public, we're going to see exactly what happened between all of these crooked gangsters. Because that's what they are. All of these crooked gangsters. But we'll just have to wait and see, folks. So let's keep going here. Let's see if I got anything else. So someone told me, it says Golden State Times live now commentary. Thank you very much for the support and for letting people know about the live stream. Thank you very much for... I'm going to be retweeting all of these people that are sharing the live stream. So thank you so much for that. I got a message. Oh, someone just followed me on Gab. Okay, so again, folks, you guys have to help me. I can't do this all by myself, you know. I can't do this all by myself. You guys need to help me. Send me links. Send me reports. Send me stuff that you guys seen on social media. You guys need to help me, folks. I need a little bit of help. So I'm asking for help. Send it to me on Twitter, Gab, or directly to my email. Send me the links so we can talk about it, so we can see what's going on with that. Let me see if I got any messages on my email real quick. So let's see what else is going on here. All right, so let's go back. So this was from the Conservative Treehouse. That was pretty good information. Found Fox News. We covered that. Let's see. Someone wrote, did President Trump blame Samsung for missing FBI text messages? President gets number of messages wrong. So that's a leftist talking about it. All right. So it says U.S. Watchdog recovered missing messages. We covered all that. Missing FBI text recovered. You guys can see what's his name? Mueller or Moeller or whatever you guys want to call him. Some people call him Mueller. Other people call him Moeller. I used to have a friend that had the exact same last name, and he used to pronounce him Moeller. And some other people pronounce it Mueller. So I guess it just depends on how you want to pronounce it. All right, so I haven't received anything there. Jeez, I'm getting absolutely no help, folks. I'm getting absolutely no help when it comes to links and stuff. So come on, man. You guys need to help me. Like I said, come on. That's the whole point of these live streams, is for you guys to help me. Send me stuff. Send me links. Send me questions. Send me comments on social media, Gab and Twitter and and stuff like that. Send it to me. Come on. All right, let's see. So the exact same thing's going over and over and over again. Let's see if there's anything new coming up. We have 13 more minutes of the live stream. Hopefully we can get a little bit of information, some links from you folks. Come on now. Send me something. Send me as like, I don't know, this stream sucks on social media. Send me something. Jesus. All right, so let's see what else we can find. Oh, thank you very much to Callie Kitten. Is that what that says? Yeah, Callie Kitten. Thank you very much for sharing the stream on social media. DOJ office found messages. Justice Department, FBI uncovers messages. We read that. Thank you very much to Ivy Coven. It says DOJ recovers missing messages. Justice Department found messages between agents. So all that stuff we pretty much covered. It says, GOP chairman, we need to find those 50,000 missing text messages, and it's the right thing to investigate. Look at this. Okay, so this is interesting. This is also from Fox News, and this is earlier today, I believe, and this is with RNC chairwoman talking about these missing messages. Here we go.
They say a technical glitch wiped out text messages for thousands of its employees. What do you think of that?
I think it needs to be investigated, and it is going to be investigated. It is deeply concerning to see the text message exchanges between Peter Strzok and Lisa Page and the things they were saying about this president, and beyond that, the things they were saying they were going to do to stop this president or hurt this president. So we need to get to the bottom of it. We need to find those 50,000 missing text messages, and I think we're doing the right thing investigating.
I hope.
So again, that was the RNC chairwoman talking about these 50,000 missing text messages and saying that we do need to investigate it. She is sending a direct message, a direct signal to all of the Republicans, both in Congress, okay, the Republicans in the Senate. You guys need to get on this. You guys need to investigate this. This needs a special counsel. They need to listen to the leader of the RNC. They need to listen to the President of the United States. They need to stop this going against each other and start coming together as a party to investigate the crooked doings of the DNC, of these Democrats, of these leftists in our government. You guys really need to get together on this. Get it together, folks. That's what needs to happen. So that's very good by RNC chairwoman. That's very, very good. And let's see. I saw that. Let's see what Grassley had to say regarding this issue. So we're going to be putting it on here. So we got Chuck Grassley. So this is his Twitter. So it's the last thing he wrote was 37 minutes ago. It says, this morning I spoke with Rural Aging Summit to access rural health care. No. The Brady Street Project. No. Rudy Heard Monitoring Partnership work and doing. No. Spoke with 90 young people attending the Evangelical Christian Student. No. Talk about Schumer shutdown, House passed 2 bills, remind blah, 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 welcome Iowans. Practicing Americans, no. Grassley hasn't talked anything about this. He hasn't said anything regarding these emails. Let's see what the president is up to. All right, so this is the Twitter of the president, and earlier today he met with Prime Minister of Israel, and he also met with Prime Minister of the UK, Theresa May. We have both of those videos on our channel, so make sure you guys check them out. And right now, the president is in Davos in Switzerland. He's going to be talking later on today So make sure you guys stay tuned. Someone wrote to me on Twitter and says, go to Thomas Paine on Twitter right now on live stream. If someone can send me the link to Thomas Paine, let me look it up. See, if I can't find it, send me the link to it. I think I know who you're talking about. It's a person on Twitter. Oh, here we go. Thomas Paine. I don't know if it's the right one that you wanted me to go. Breaking FBI physical harm. President Trump missing text message of frightening communications. All right, let me read this. This is from truepundit.com. And it says, FBI official, FBI agents threaten physical harm to President Trump in missing FBI text and other frightening communications. It says a high-ranking FBI official confirms a number of missing 50,000 FBI text messages as well as other messages and emails sent among FBI brass, reportedly discussing initiating a physical harm to President Donald Trump. The FBI urged the U.S. Department of Homeland Security, which oversees the U.S. Secret Service, to launch an investigation of the Justice Department and the FBI in all text messages missing and otherwise that threaten the president. They said, quote, "This is a dangerous territory on all FBI text messages and personal phones should be examined." The official said it would reveal some frightening conversations. It says, did FBI brass discuss the assassination of President Donald Trump? If not, what was the nature of the threats against the president from inside the alleged premier law enforcement agency in the United States? Director A wants a lid on this. The FBI said, many know there was talk of harming Trump politically, but there is a group here in DCHQ that understands it goes deeper. We need a special counsel or Homeland Security. Someone has to clean this up outside of the DOJ. It is unacceptable. This is much bigger than just text messages between two FBI agents. The FBI official called on President Trump to do what is necessary to weed out corruption in the FBI. Text messages just don't disappear, the FBI official said. Not here. Someone outside the DOJ has to look at all the emails and messages. These FBI bosses are bad people. You've only scratched the surface. The high-ranking FBI official called the lawmakers and Inspector General to focus on the messages and emails of FBI Deputy Director Andrew McCabe. The official referred to McCabe's official and personal correspondence in anti-Trump treasure trove. That's very, very interesting. And I actually saw this earlier, and I've been looking at this for maybe the last 1-2 days about people talking about doing this, saying that these text messages have stuff to do with, threats to the president, harmful, bodily threats to the president and his family, that the president or the president's family can be in danger and stuff like that. Now, how much truth is there to that? I don't know. Maybe not much. But that is definitely something that they definitely need to look into it, because they need to see what is the context of all of those text messages. What is the context of all of those emails? They really need to look into it. And if any of those emails, if any of those text messages have to do with anything about initiating physical harm to the president of the United States, his family, his sons, his daughters, his wife, his family members, anyone within his family, anyone within the administration, those people need to go to prison. Okay, they can't just keep on doing this, what they have been doing within the last year, where Chelsea Handler says, I'm going to blow up the White House, and she doesn't get prison time. Where Snoop Dogg goes out and depicts him shooting the president point blank in the head and gets absolutely no jail time. Okay, not even a slap on the wrist. these people are getting. This cannot continue. It cannot continue for threats against the president of the United States sitting right now, or any of the other presidents of the United States that are living. Stuff like that can happen. We're not talking about, initiating physical harm. We're talking about if they're crooked, they need to be locked up. They need to go through the process. Okay? They need to go through the system. And if they are found guilty, they need to go to prison. Okay? No president alive right now should ever be harmed. Now, if they're crooked, they belong in prison. But there needs to be an investigation. And that's exactly what they want. They need a special counsel to go after, like Hillary Clinton and Obama and all of those people. Okay, so if any of these messages, if any of these emails depict in any way, shape, or form initiating physical harm to President Donald Trump, they need to go to prison. They need to stop it. They need to stop this. So that's what's going on right now. I don't know if that's what you wanted me to say regarding Thomas Paine on Twitter. See, I'm also, it says high-level FBI officials allegedly involved in storage page, secret society. Yeah, this is what I saw too. This whole so-called secret society. I find this very, very interesting. I find it funny and interesting at the same time. I could be criticized for this. A lot of people can go against me on this, but this whole like shadow government or secret society, I don't know. I really have to look more into it, but as of right now, I don't buy it. But I could be wrong. And that's the reason why I like to research things and look things up so I can be proven wrong. But as of right now, I call bullcrap on this whole secret society or shadow government or anything like that. It's all bull as of right now because I have to research it and I have to see what's going on. So let's see if there's any more information. So our live stream is almost done. I did get a little bit of help, but here, hold on. I got some more information here. So it says, scroll down, Thomas Paine on Twitter. There is a pic of released a memo put up outside the FBI offices. That's interesting. All right, so I'll put it up on the screen right now. Where is it? Scroll down, scroll down, scroll down. I don't see it. All right, so that's just my timer that's telling me how long we've been on the live stream. I'm trying to find it. Where is it? Someone wrote to me and it says there is a picture of a sign that says released a memo put outside of the FBI office. I don't see it. Five hours. Defend DACA, that's what they're putting. Is this what you were talking about? Someone on a piece of paper put, "We do not trust you." Find the text. Released a memo. Oh yeah, I think this is what you're talking about. Released a memo. Saw it at the FBI Phoenix field office. That's funny. So someone put these pictures, released a memo, find the text. And then at the bottom it says Q on it. You see this? That's funny. The Great Awakening, QAnon. That's funny. That's pretty cool. Thank you for sharing that with us. That's what we want on this. So on these live streams, we want you guys to help me find cool stuff like this, so other people can see it and other people can go and check it out. So I'm going to be retweeting this real quick. Find that pretty interesting. Yes, I saw this too, where Thomas Fitton from Judicial Watch was talking. Here, let me put it up on here real quick so you guys can check it out. I'm going to put it, hold on. So this is what he had to say. But before we do that, it says, Judicial Watch President Tom Fitton said, quote, "There is a crisis in confidence about the way the DOJ and the FBI Special Counsel Robert Mueller are operating. Learn more about JW's efforts to get answers about the Mueller operation and how the DOJ is stonewalling us." And then he talks. So basically what he's talking about is that some of the FOIA requests that Judicial Watch is sending out or suing in order to get the information are being stonewalled. He's also saying that they have requested multiple times up to right now for the DOJ to release how much money Robert Mueller has been wasting, not using, wasting in the year and almost 2 months of this crooked investigation, this witch hunt against President Donald Trump. And up to right now, the DOJ has not released how much money Robert Mueller has been wasting. Money of the American people, taxpayer money, they have been wasting. So let's see what he has to say.
First up is the ongoing, really, revelations and developments about the efforts to take down President Trump. Now, there's nothing wrong with opposing President Trump because you don't like his politics and you think he needs to be removed from office because he did something wrong. You know, it's a free country, but you can't break the rules to get the results you want there. And in this case, it looks like this is what's been happening with the Mueller operation and with the Obama Justice Department, FBI, and frankly, it continued even into the Trump administration with the deep staters. We've had now revelation after revelation of improper bias, both in the FBI, Justice Department, and the Mueller operation, targeting President Trump and evidently protecting Hillary Clinton. We've got Peter Strzok, the FBI special agent, who was sending these anti-Trump texts where he talked about having an insurance policy in case President Trump won. He was the top agent at the FBI, one of the 2 top agents of the FBI on counterintelligence matters, was running the Clinton email investigation, and then was the go-to guy on the Trump-Russia collusion investigation. And then we have also the Andrew Weissman, who is the number 2 Mueller deputy, who Judicial Watch exposed as having an anti-Trump bias. He was sending an email, for instance, we found, to Sally Yates, the acting Attorney General under President Trump. She was an Obama holdover, and she was there for 2.5 weeks in the beginning of the year. She was fired by Trump after she refused to defend his travel ban in court. Complete lawlessness on her part, unethical. And what happens? Weissman, who's a top Justice Department official himself, sends her an email saying, "I'm in awe of you." So this guy gets to be hired as number 2 at the Mueller operation. And on top of that, the Wall Street Journal then reports he goes to the election night party of Hillary Clinton. So we have a partisan activist. It's one thing to be a Democrat or be a liberal and have views different from the president. Frankly, you can be a Republican and have views different than the president. It's another thing to be an activist, a partisan activist against the president and someone who supports lawlessness against the president, and be picked by a special counsel who's supposed to be reassuring the public that his investigation is free of bias. Heck, that's why we have the special counsel appointed to begin with. And this FBI special agent, Peter Strzok, who I was telling you about, he was removed from the Mueller investigation because of this bias 4 months ago. But it was covered up by Mr. Mueller because they didn't want this information out there and they didn't want to be criticized for having someone like him on it. So there's this crisis in confidence, not only in the way the Justice Department's been operating, but the way the FBI's been operating and the way Mueller's operation's been operating.
All right, so that's very, very interesting stuff. And like I said, they have sent many FOIA requests to see how much money Robert Mueller has been using of the taxpayer money. And as of right now, they have received absolutely no information. They haven't even gotten an update, absolutely nothing. But as of right now, the estimates are between $5 to $15 million. That's how much money the Mueller investigation has been wasting. Your money, my money, Americans' money on this witch hunt, this fake news witch hunt. All right, so let's see. Anybody else send me more information? Let's see here. Someone send me something. Yeah, so Rocky Tyler sent me this. This is interesting too. It says, just in, congressional photographer kept this 2005 photo of Obama and Nation of Islam leader secret for Obama's entire political career because it would have made a difference to his political future. And here's Obama getting all laughing, and this is the guy that they're talking about, I believe, right here. Look at Obama. He's like, yeah, I feel at home. But yeah, so that's what's going on. Actually, I saw this earlier. They had it on Drudge and the front page of Drudge. It was interesting to see. But everybody knew that. They just needed a picture to kind of like confirm it in a way. All right, so let's see here. Someone else send me something else. What is this? By the Washington Times. All right, so this is by the Washington Times, and as you guys can see, let's see. It says, Trump is an effing idiot, rants FBI agent Peter Strzok in text messages handed over to Congress. Interesting stuff. FBI official removed by Robert Mueller's investigation team reportedly mocked President Trump, referring to him as a douche, and expressed concern over what would happen to the U.S. if he was elected, according to a text message he sent to a colleague. The Justice Department on Tuesday provided 5 congressional committees with copies of 375 text messages exchanged between counterintelligence investigator Peter Strzok and FBI lawyer Lisa Page. So Strzok wrote in one exchange on July the 19th as the Republican National Convention was taking place. He wrote, quote, "How was Trump, other than a douche, Melania, and any luck with home purchases?" Let me read that again. How was Trump, other than a douche, Melania, question mark, and any luck with home purchases? Let me know in the chat if I'm reading this wrong. Most likely I am. Where is it? Let me see. I don't know if you guys can see this. How was Trump, other than a douche, Melania? Oops. Oh, where'd it go? Oh, here we go. Melania, any luck with home purchases? They're all questions. I don't know. Okay, so there's another one where it says the whole thing is like a living under. Okay, so Mrs. Page, or the other part of this this controversy, says Trump barely spoke, but the first thing out of his mouth was, "We're going to win so big." The whole thing is like living in a bad dream. So that's what Page wrote. It says the exchanges between Mr. Strzok and Mrs. Page came alight as the investigation to the Justice Department Inspector General into both FBI's DOJ's handling of the Hillary Clinton email probe, which was cleared they cleared crooked Hillary of any wrongdoing, according to people. All right, so this is another exchange from July 19th, 2016. It says, "Oh my God, you listened to NPR. Apparently Melania's speech had passages lifted from Michelle Obama's speech. Unbelievable. So that's what Stork wrote in messages on July the 19th, 2016. Page said, "No way." And Stork replied by saying, "God is just like a 2-bit organization. I do so hope this organization becomes a bite to him hard in November." So they're saying that since he's unorganized, according to them, I hope it comes back to bite him in the ass on November, which is the election. And Page replied by saying, "It has to, right? Right?" Panicked. So there's quite a few. All right, so let's see. Where's another one? It says, in the messages, Mr. Stork admits being a conservative Democrat. That's interesting. It says, "I am riled up. Trump is an effing idiot. Is unable to provide a coherent answer." Mr. Stork wrote in one exchange on October the 20th, 2016, in the hours following the final presidential debate between President Trump and Clinton. "I can't pull away. What the F happened to our country?" So I guess he's both anti-Trump and anti-Clinton. Is that the way he's looking? Maybe he's a Bernie bro. You never know. So Page replied, "I don't know, but we'll get it back. We're America. We rock." And it says that President Trump isn't the only target of the pair's wrath, however. They also mocked Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell, with Mrs. Page saying that he reminds her of a turtle, and Mrs. Stork responded back, calling him a droopy dog. I guess they meant Mr. Stork replied, calling him a droopy dog. And it says, "Turn on PBS," he texted hours later after Mrs. Clinton won the Democratic nomination. "Oh God, Holder, turn it off. Turn it off." So it looks like they're both anti-Trump and anti-Clinton. So Mrs. Page wrote, "Yeah, I saw him yesterday and booed at the TV." So they're definitely anti-Trumpers. "Sigh, thank you," Mr. Stork wrote. He later complained about Chelsea Clinton. And he said, "So bad the comment it says, so sad the comment about more yesterdays than tomorrows. And I don't like Chelsea, her husband even less." So that's what Stork said, or Stork, or whatever his last name is. And Page said, "I like Chelsea fine. Why not?" And Stork replied by saying, "Self-entitled, feels she deserves something she hasn't earned." So Page replied by saying, stupid ass Bernie supporters shouting "no more war" so that he couldn't be heard hardly at all. "I'm sorry, they're idiots." So what are these people? Who are they? I think they're just anarchists that are rooting for absolutely no one. Honestly, I think they're just anarchists that are rooting for absolutely no one. What do they want? Communism, I think, is what they want. Because they're anti-Trumpers. They're talking garbage on Hillary Clinton. And now they're going after the Bernie bros. So what are these people? Let me know in the chat. What do you guys think these people are? Communists? They're clearly anti-Trumpers. They're clearly not in favor of Hillary. One is calling Chelsea Clinton an entitled brat, saying that, they want, every single time they see Hillary Clinton, they say like, "Oh God, please turn it off, turn it off." And now they're saying that Bernie bros are idiots. Here, where are we? Okay, so it says they really are. Stork said they really are. The pair at one point appeared to be discussing code names for an investigation operation. And they said, "Why latitude?" other than "it sounds badass," and you came up with it. That's what Mr. Stork wrote on August the 11th, 2016 exchange. It says, trying to think of something loosely military without being obvious, replied Page. So Stork wrote, huge. Like President Trump, huge, you know. It says, though we may save that for the man, meaning President Trump, if we ever open on him, with a little happy face. I'm gonna put all of this on our website at goldenstatetimes.com, folks, so you guys can go read it all for yourselves. This is very, very interesting stuff. Again, let me repeat that little part right now. The pair at one point appeared to be discussing code names for an investigative operation. So it starts off by Stork writing on August the 11th, 2016 by saying, quote, why latitude? Other than it sounds badass and you came up with it. So he's talking to Page. So Page replies, trying to think of something loosely military without being obvious. So then Stork replies, huge. Though we may need to save that for the man, meaning President Trump, if we ever open on him, meaning if they ever open an investigation on him. Happy face. Oh my God, I cannot believe we are seriously looking at these allegations and the pervasive connections. What the hell has happened to our country? Now, that is the exchange, and that was very, very interesting exchange. It says, after the election, they also complained about some of President Trump's cabinet choices, including their future boss, Jeff Sessions. So Stork wrote on November the 18th, 2016, Sessions for AG. And Mrs. Page responded by saying, good God. So they're complaining about absolutely everything, folks. They're complaining about Hillary. They're complaining about Trump. They're complaining about Bernie and the Bernie supporters. They complain about now their boss, Attorney General Jeff Sessions. These people are just complaining, talking crap about everyone, folks. Everyone. That's funny. So the more of these text messages that come out, the more that they're going to be talking. I'm pretty sure that they're going to be talking between each other because they thought it was a private conversation about, classified stuff, or they're going to be talking about, really high ranking, really big cases within the FBI. This is a Pandora's box that's about to explode. You know what I mean? A lot of information is going to be coming out of this, and it's going to be very, very interesting. And if they put it out, kind of like the way that they did here at the Washington Times, is going to be so interesting to go in there and kind of like read back and forth about all of the stuff that they did. Now, I'm going to make a promise. If they do open up all of the exchanges, all of the back and forth, regarding Page and Stork, back and forth, all of the text messages, kind of like this, kind of like how you see it now. And I wrote it. And I read it. I will get 2 voice professionals to read it back and forth like if they were Stork and Page. And I will make a video out of it and put it on the channel. Make it really interesting. Just to get the feel for it. I think it'll be a very interesting thing, and I would love to do something like that. In order to read all of them, and read all of the juicy ones, and all the information that comes out of this. So I hope that they do release some of them, if not all of them. I hope they release all of them, but I hope they release some of them. I think it will be very interesting to kind of like be in the mind of it, But it would actually be real stuff. It wouldn't be fake. It wouldn't be, fictitious. It will be all real conversations, but read by professionals. So that'll be pretty interesting. But yeah, folks, let me just check real quick. If not, we are going to be signing off. Let's see what else people have sent me. Thank you very much, to, let's see who sent me this. Thank you very much to Paul8M3 for that link. And that's the kind of stuff that we want, you know, whenever we do these things. It says a more subtle, mild version of Sabo. Yeah, now I know what you're talking about. No more secret society, number 1% coward, multimillionaire, criminals, true terrorist, creator, supporter, orchestrator. Jeez, that's a lot. Yeah, that's a lot. That's a lot of information sent to me. But it's pretty interesting stuff too. Freedom intensifies. Oh, I want to show you guys this real quick. This is funny. I like this. Look at this. Freedom intensifies. I wonder what's in that truck. Let me know in the comments what you guys think is in that truck. That all these bald eagles are going into that truck. But that's funny. Freedom intensifies. I like that. All right, so let's see if we have anything else. If not, we're going to be wrapping it up like I said. Oh, I got another one from, I think it's the same person. Yeah, it's the same person. FBI agent Peter Strzok texts Lisa Page through CBS News. Let's see if it's not the same ones we already read. If it's not, then I probably read some more. Let's see here.
CBS News has obtained.
All right, so let's see. Missing text messages, passing a text out to blah. I think they're the same ones. It says, during the campaign, Strzok led an investigation into Hillary Clinton's use of a private server while she was Secretary of State. The texts sent between Page and Strzok are dated between August of 2015 to December 2016, the duration of the campaign. They raise concerns about Strzok's impartiality and will likely prompt more questions of the investigation into Clinton's server. Now, if these text messages and emails and interchanges between Strzok and Page, if these comes out that there was corruption between them, or if they were colluding in some way in order to obstruct justice and stuff like that, the whole investigation for Hillary Clinton will have to start from scratch all over again, folks. Stay tuned for that, because that's going to be very interesting. But thank you very much for joining us. My name is Jen. I'm from Golden State Times. I hope that you guys had fun digging up some information here with us. We saw some pretty interesting things. We saw a lot of, we read a couple of the interchanges of the text messages between Strzok and Page. We saw a lot of interesting stuff. I really like doing this. This is the first time I ever done it in this way. So I hope I can do a little bit more of these things as time goes by. We were on for, I think, a little bit over an hour and a half. So yeah, so thank you very much for joining us. My name is Jen. I'm from Golden State Times. Subscribe if you are new. The best way to send a link to me is through either Gab, and our handle is @GoldenStateTimes, or you can send it through Twitter. Our handle on Twitter is @GST_politics, or you can send it directly to me on my on my email @gent, which is GENT @GoldenStateTimes.com. So make sure you guys send it to me then. So yeah, folks, thank you very much for joining us. Thank you very much for tuning in and for sending me all the information through Twitter and stuff like that, all those links. Thank you so much. Don't forget, President Donald, let me put this on the screen real quick before everybody takes off. Let me show you guys real quick. Go to our channel, Golden State Times on YouTube. So make sure you guys go to our main channel. So the way to do it is, here is the live stream we're doing now. Okay. So this is the live stream we're doing right now. click on our name. For those that don't know how to do it, click on our name. Okay, so on our main channel, you will see the one that we're doing right now, and then you'll see upcoming live streams. This is the live stream already to set the reminder for President Donald Trump America First speech at Davos World Economic Forum. It will happen at 4 a.m. Pacific, 7 a.m. Eastern. So it's going to happen very, very early. If you live here in the West, it would happen in 11 hours. Okay? So at 4 a.m. Pacific, 7 a.m. Eastern. Okay? So if you live in the East, New York, Florida, whatever, and if you live in the Eastern Standard Time, it's going to happen at 7 a.m. If you live in the West, it's going to happen at 4 a.m. If you're Central, it's going to happen either 5 or 6. I don't know, but in between there. So yeah, so make sure you go over there, you give it a thumbs up like a lot of people already have, and make sure that you guys set the notification, set the reminder. Make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel. Click the subscribe button. It should be here. And make sure you guys stay tuned because President Donald Trump is going to destroy these globalists, folks. He's going to go in there. He's going to talk about America First. He's going to be talking about how America is now going to start manufacturing and how these people should go to America and invest because it's going to be a hotbed for producing, manufacturing and all that stuff. So everything is going to be stamped with made in America and it's going to sell like hotcakes all over the world because America is back, folks. America is back. I posted this earlier today. I don't know if you guys have seen it, but let me share it with you guys one more time. And it's on our channel. So if you go to our channel and you click community, or it should also be coming up on your feed. And I post these things once in a while. When I get these pictures from people, then I post them on here. So I posted this one a couple days ago, and this was President Trump when he signs H.R. 195, which is funding the government up to February the 8th. And he was signing that at the treaty room. And also President Donald Trump, he was doing a press gaggle, no cameras allowed, no recording of any kind. And he was answering a few questions before he set out to Switzerland, to Davos. And he did that. And then President Trump, on his way to Switzerland last night, this happened last night, he was on his way and he was boarding Air Force One. And this was actually this morning, as in today. And as you guys can see, I put power, grace, dominance, alpha. President Donald Trump, America. America first. We're back, folks. We are the power of the of the world. We bring grace every single time we go. Dominance, alpha, America. That's the way it is, folks. From now on, that's the way it is. And hopefully it stays that way after President Trump does his second term in office. I hope that it stays that way. But as of right now, till 2025, power, grace, dominance, alpha. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you guys here next time. Peace.